Next question, John Blau.
Hey, Jerome, obviously you guys are missing Armand Franklin. You knew you were going to need more production from other guys. I mean, how much of a sense of urgency do you think there was from the guys on the bench in terms of when you get into the game, try to produce and pick up the scoring load a little bit?
Missing Artie is a big difference for our team. He was having a good little run when he was playing, and he was a big part of our team. So with him being out, we know that he provided a lot for our team. So with him being out, it gives us people that's on the bench more confidence to go out there and make more winning plays because we know we need them.
Alec Lastly.
Hey, Jerome. Over the last couple of games, it definitely looks like you have kind of a lot more confidence out there, just from moving around with the ball, without the ball, and obviously with your shooting. Can you just talk a little bit about how you've kind of built off of that moving forward, and kind of maybe the certain role that you see yourself playing moving forward?
It's just more about in practice, and my teammates, they just always gave me the confidence. They know the type of player that I can be. I know the type of player that I can be. And me not playing my first year, I mean, I think that kind of set me back a little bit, but I feel like this year is the year that there's no problems with me. I'm healthy. There's really nothing wrong with me. So going out there on the court is just going out there playing my game, playing like I know how to play. And so, and Archie's giving me a lot of confidence right now too. So, especially with leaving me out there longer, I think with more minutes, I could do more things down for our team. So, I think Archie just giving me him having confidence in me is giving me confidence.
Alex Bozich.
Hey, Jerome. In terms of, you talked a little bit about kind of getting your confidence back, but, the player that you were kind of coming into IU, do you feel like you're kind of getting back to that now at this point? And where do you feel like maybe you still have work to do in terms of maybe getting the complete game of the player that you were kind of coming into college?
I do feel like I'm getting back to my regular self, how I was my freshman year. Having the whole summer off and being able to work all summer, I think I've found my way back. The thing that I say that I'm still kind of lacking in or missing from my freshman year is my defense. My defense was a lot better than it is now, but each game I feel my defense getting better. So that's just coming every game. Every game, I'm just trying to get better.
Dustin.
Jerome, I guess expand on that if you could on the defensive end. What do you think you were better at as a freshman before you went down than you are now? What and how do you think you're progressing towards that?
I think it was just more of guarding the ball and more of just having my man on lock. I mean, just being a lockdown defender. Like in high school, I feel like I didn't get scored on a lot. I barely got scored on, and now I feel like I don't get scored on a lot, but I just they get into the paint a lot. And I feel like each game now, as I'm playing the 3 and 4, I'm learning how to guard the big man and the guard, and then playing all last year with guarding guards. I feel like that really helped me too. So it's just a matter of time where if I'm out there more, it's more stops that I can contribute for the team.
Kevin.
Yeah, Jerome, what was it like playing through that last game, Wisconsin, with all the foul trouble? And when you talk about defense, is that part of a defensive emphasis too, maybe to try to cut down the fouling, even though you are, having to guard a lot of different positions?
Like I said, wait, I forget the question one more time. Sorry.
Having to play through the foul trouble. That whole game and staying disciplined in the second half and staying on the court even through overtime when you had to.
I mean, well, when you're in foul trouble, you think about a lot of things. You think about not fouling. You think about how you still want to stay on the court, especially after you just hit a shot and you're in foul trouble. So it's just like it's a lot of different things you think about. But at the same time, when I was out there, I didn't think about them. I was just playing, and I just knew I couldn't be as aggressive as I wanted to, and I knew my team needed me at that time. So I just tried not to foul as least as possible.
Zach,
Kind of asking about maybe another guy that gave you guys a lift off the bench, Anthony Leal. Coach has talked in the last few weeks about how quickly he's been able to absorb some things just in terms of scheme and, just kind of where to be, how to move on the floor. But, I mean, how much have you seen maybe his confidence grow? He's talked a lot about putting in extra work, extra shots, extra work before or after practice. How much have you seen his confidence grow maybe even just in the last few weeks?
Well, with Ant, he knows he got to work for it. He knows he's behind a lot of good players, and that's what he knows. So he's working for it, and that's just a result of him every day working, every day just wanting to get better. So I think with Ant doing all that, that just gave him his opportunity, and when his opportunity came, he made the most of it.
Alex,
Hey, Jerome, you guys have been already arguably to two of the toughest places to play in the Big Ten this season, Illinois and Wisconsin. And even though you didn't win those games, you were right in the mix late in both of those. How much confidence does it give you guys kind of moving forward on the road that you were right there against, maybe the two top teams in the Big Ten? And what are some things maybe that you guys need to do differently late in these games to finish out, particularly away from home?
We just got to be more focused. I feel like we just have to learn how to close off games, because I feel like during the games when it's about 6 minutes left, we be up about 6 or 6 points, and so it's really just keeping our lead and keep building off our lead, and not having little mental mistakes that can mess it up, because every team in the Big Ten is a good team. So it's like we have to be sure on everything we do, or it's going to turn out how it's turning out for us now.
Mike Pegram.
Hey, Jerome, you had a stretch there where in the second half at Wisconsin where I think you were 14 for 18, which may have been the most efficient offense you've played in a couple of years against a top 10 level team. What do you remember about what you were doing right, and what does that show you as a team or as a player?
It's just really just having confidence in myself and my teammates believing in me. They know I can hit a shot if they kick it out to me. They know I'm gonna be in the right spots, and it's just more of being in the right spots and being in scoring angles so I can help my team out, and then playing defense bringing the energy to play defense so my whole team will have energy. So basically just being an energy guy for my team and hitting the shots when they need me to hit shots.
Last question, Mike Schumann.
Yeah, Jerome, what was the mood of the team like after what was obviously a tough loss on Thursday? And does it help at all to kind of just stay out on the road and stay together with your guys? And kind of how has the mood evolved over the last couple of days?
I mean, at first, after the game, we were all disappointed. We all thought we should have won that game. I feel like everybody thought we should have won that game, but we know it came down to just little mistakes at the end of the game. But now that just lit a fire under us to just go out and just take it one game at a time and just focus on Nebraska, and then just going out there and just trying to win that one and then go home with a dub. That's really it.